Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Hope everybody's had fun and dandy. Not doing too awful bad, guys, here in old Kentucky. It is Saturday evening, and we are getting ready to work on an old record player. Been a pretty nice day here. Been really warm and everything, so had a great weekend, and I hope you have too. Guys, other day at the flea market, I found these old tins. You guys, any of you guys out there remember? Turn this light on here. These old tins like this, old Maxwell House. There's our old Maxwell House here, and this is a cup of cheer. I never heard of that one. But back in the day, when you bought these your coffee in a can like this, it used to have a key that was right here on the bottom, and you would take that off, and there'd be a little hole here that you would put that key in, and you would take it and you would just turn it, and it would take that piece of metal out so you could open your coffee up. Yeah, I picked these up. These pretty reasonably cheap down at the flea market. A very nice couple that I bought them off of. They said they had enjoyed them for years and years and years. And they said they hope that they bring me some happiness and cheer also. So yeah, always needing something to put something in. That's why I love these old tins. There you go, old Maxwell House and cup of cheer. But alright guys, today we're going to be working on this old German record player. We worked on it in the past. We went through it. We worked on the amp. We recapped the amp. Cleaned it because it was filthy dirty. It had a lot of cigarette residue all through it. I got that all nice and cleaned out, and just went through it and gave it a good cleaning. Went through and oiled all the parts in the record changer, and just did a really thorough job inside and out. But I didn't have a needle, and what was having problems with was we was having problems with the needle. And let me take you over here. As you see, I had to put weight on it to get it to play a record. So I've got a new needle, and I want to see if we can get that installed, and see if we can get this it's actually a plug to a gas line. That way we'll be able to get that off and make it look right, because I'm wanting to sell this unit. It plays pretty good now, but it just, the looks of that with this weight on it just don't look good at all. So that's what our video is going to be about today, guys. So sit back and we'll get into it. I don't know how long it takes. Sometimes these go pretty fast, and then other times it could be just a pain in the butt. So alrighty, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, here's what we're looking at. Right there at that needle. Try it in there a little bit better. Now I've got to figure out how to get this thing out. I looked at it before, and I just do not know. There's no like anything that clips in or what. And then it's got this here that switches over to 78s. I think it's 78. I'm not for sure. Yeah, 78. Which that's gone. So I've got to figure how to get that out. And we've got 4 little wires, which that's what our needle has. It has 4 places because it's in stereo. So we have 4 little prongs here. So I think it's going to go in pretty good. Take this cap off. Well, I really don't have to. I think we can get it in here. This is a universal needle, so of course it's nothing like the original, but where this thing is so old, I'm never going to find the original needle. So we're going to have to make this universal work. I may have to maybe put something in behind it to make sure it's pushed out far enough or whatever. But we're going to have to work with it. But the first thing is we're going to have to get this old one out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that off camera because I'll probably get frustrated and get hateful. Well, hopefully it'll just pop out. I'm hoping I just take a screwdriver and go in behind it and pop it out. I don't even know how. It's hooked on here somehow. So, and the bad thing is once it comes out, this piece is going to be gone. And we're going to have this circle here in the front of the arm. I don't like that. I wish there was a way we could keep that where it is, but it's actually hooked to the cartridge. I think it may be separate. There is a nut there. So I'm just going to have to get in. I'll show you that nut there. Let's see if I can. See there. I have my pointer. There we go. There's a nut right here. So maybe I could take this nut off. And this will come off. And then pop this part off. And take the wires off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that off camera. And once I get it off, I'll be back. Alright guys, I figured it out. I always forget about set screws. And that's what this little thing had. It had this little tiny itsy bitsy set screw. It went down in there. Just like that. Is it going to focus? It's not really important, but. And it was on this little shaft here. Went through this little hole. So I may be able to put the new needle in and somehow still use this. This had a spring on it, which is a little spring. And it fits on right here on the shaft. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I get lucky here and get it on there. It fit on there like that, and then this went on, and then the set screw. So, thank goodness, because this little screwdriver, wherever I put it, bailed me out again. Dollar Tree. I've used this thing so many times. That was one of the best dollars I ever spent. My little flathead, though, is getting kind of wore out. We'll have to go down and buy another one. But that's a itsy bitsy, but got it off, guys. That's how that comes off. So all I got to do now is pretty much take these off, put them over on the new needle, and figure it, because I got a big void in here. I'm going to have to figure how, I'm going to have to put something in there to bring it up for the new needle to set in. That's, like I was saying just in the first part of this video, these universal, you're always having to do something. What I used on the other record player that we worked on before this one, that universal tape, that big thick universal tape, that's perfect, because you could put 2 or 3 pieces, whatever you need to get your width, your thickness, and then stick that right on top of it, and it's going to be like new. It works out really well. But yeah, I'm hoping we can get that little cap put back on here for just the looks of it, you know what I mean? Because I'm wanting to sell this little record player, and I want to play good, sound good, and you know, I'm not going to try to get rich off of it. I just want to find a good home. But I want it to be, you know, a good piece of pretty much furniture and sound really good. And I think it has the potential of doing that. So, now, like I was saying, I just got to change these wires, guys. I got to get these wires over on there. I mean, this cartridge is so heavy. It makes about, I say it weighs about 4 times as much as the new one. They're about the same size. There's not much difference in them. It has this. See, I would have never found a cartridge with this on it. And this being from German too, it was just no way. So this is my only option. Alright guys, I'm going to get this wired up. And I got to figure out what to put in this void. I've got to order me a pizza because it's about 7 o'clock and I'm hungry. So, we'll get back to this here in a few minutes, guys. Hey, guys. Do you all have a Zanzi's in your town? If so, man, it's just great pizza. And this one that here where I live, it's just a personal business. It's not no chain or nothing. Man, they make some of the best pizzas. Look at that. Oh, man. So I'm going to dig in. I'm going to eat. I haven't ate yet today, so we'll get back to it. I just want to share that with you guys. Man, it looks good. I wish there was smell-o-vision because it smells so good. All right, I'm going to eat. Alrighty, guys. I'm back. Now, I am out of that double-sided tape. So I stopped at the Dollar Tree, or not Dollar Tree, but the Family Dollar, and I've got these. They're poster things. You hang posters up. And I'm going to try to stack some of them on top of each other. I wish they would have had a row of that double-sided tape, but they didn't. So we're going to use this, open it up, and see what it looks like. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Came with 6. Came with 6 of them here, so I think I can stack them. Let's see. Yeah, that makes a pretty tall stack. If I have to, I can go on up. I'll probably have to use every one of those. I don't know. I'll just have to see when we get there. I'll just have to stick them to each other. So, alrighty. I'm going to go back here and get these wires unhooked and get them hooked up on the new needle. And we're going to see if this thing plays. And hopefully play a couple records. I'll be back. Alrighty, guys. This is a mess. Went to get the wires off. They didn't want to come off. A couple of them broke. And this little black one, it's got me confused. I think it was linked to like a loop. Like that. I wrote down this side should have green and yellow. So I guess the yellow went here. That would have been the ground. So it has to go together in green. And then this is the other ground. So I guess they're just using this to ground both sides. Just really confusing. And these, like I said, these things just did not want to come off. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to have to probably solder wires and stuff. And when they get down to this small, it's very aggravating. Alright, guys. I am back. I'm having problems, so I'm going to have to make my wires a little bit longer. For some reason, this yellow wire right here, you can't really see it, but it will not take any solder. I tried to wick it, and I held that solder on there for forever to heat that up. It wouldn't do it. Now this green one, it did beautifully. I don't know if you can see that solder. That's ready to put right in. And we'll just solder it right to the needle. I hate to do that because the next person that owns this is going to have to do the same thing. But these little things that plug in, it's just a nightmare. And whoever if they have to do it, they'll have to get somebody soldered. That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm going to have to extend this yellow wire. And thank goodness I got my scrap pile and I found some thin wire. So that's where I'm at. I'm still trying to get it wired up. Alright guys, I actually went ahead and put the little ends on. Because I didn't want, I was thinking about it. I was like, well, if somebody does have to change this needle, I don't want to make it that hard on them. So we have all the little ends, so they should go right on now. So here, let's see what we can do here. This is the positive. These two here are ground. It should slide right on there. I don't know why it's not. It's the only one so far it didn't want to slide on. These slide on too easy. I'm going to tighten them up. And then the red goes here. It goes on good. And then the green. So I'm going to have to figure out how to, I'm going to have to get that hole a little bit smaller. It looks like there's solder in there. I'll have to clean that out. So I'm going to put these on and we're getting close to seeing if she works, guys. Alrighty guys, let's see if this is going to work. Let's turn the record player on. See what we got. Oh yeah. We got all the wires hooked up good. So, next thing I've got to do, guys, is figure out how in the world to get this thing mounted up in there. Because if you can see, it's quite a bit smaller. So I've got to fill that void somehow. I mean, I don't think with all these stacked up, I'm still going to need something. Still going to need something there. So I'll give you a little look at it. Now, I had to, I put caps on all of them. I got all these little things back on, all but one, and that was on the ground, and it broke on me. The little eyelet broke off, so I had to go ahead and solder one of those onto the actual cartridge. I actually had to solder a ground on one of these little prongs, but I tried to get them all four on there, but that one just broke on me. There wasn't nothing I could do about it. Alrighty. The next thing is I got to figure out what I'm going to do about this big hole. This big hole in here. So let me go ponder on that and I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm going to try to go cut a little piece out of this plywood. I measured it pretty much in there. I think that'll work. Well, I may have to make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. Get my ink pen here. Bring it up here on the top. I want it to be tight because I want it to smash inside there. So I think if I stay on the outside of this line, I should be fine. And if not, we can trim it. So let me go over to the garage. I got to cut that out, and hopefully I can get the fit, and that'll take some of that deepness, that void up in there out, so I can fit that on there. Alright guys, I think I got it solved. I can see how I got this wood. I've got this piece here. Got this one. And I've got two small ones because there was a piece, a divider in here. So I had to make two pieces to divide that. I don't know if you can see that divider or not. With that. See a little bit there like that. There's a little piece of plastic there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these and stick all this stuff these all together, and it should be done here in a few minutes. sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, don't you guys? And this plywood, I think, is going to work out perfect. And if any of you guys out there is going to put a universal cartridge in, you may come across this problem yourself. And you just got to kind of use your imagination sometimes. Alrighty, I'll be back and hopefully I'll have it done. Alright guys, I've got it all ready to go. Just got to pull these. Pull this tape off. Nose itching. There's that piece. Let's get this one up here. Alright. We got some good sticky material. Make sure it's all up in there good. I gotta make sure none of my wires are touching here. And it kind of looks like I've got a wire disappeared on me here. Oh, this thing is so aggravating. I think that yellow wire came off on me. Let's see. Yep. It sure did. I had that thing soldered and everything. Alright, let me go back and get that reattached. Alrighty guys, we've got it in there. Let's see. It is in. Turn it on. Make sure it still works. Let's see. Off. On. It's working. I don't know if both speakers are working. But we got one. We may have to check on that other one because it just. Wait a minute. I may have it. Check the balance here. That's what it was, the balance. But I don't have all that much. I have a little. Nothing like the right left side though. But I could check on that later. I just want to see if it's going to play with this weight off of it. Now I would love to get this back on somehow. So I'll probably just put a little dot of glue or something on that. Because it's never going to be functional again. I'll just put some glue on it. Rubber cement glue. That way if we want to take it off one day, maybe I'll find the right cartridge and we'll be able to. Because it just looks much better with the little 78 thing on it. Well, next thing to do, guys, I've got to get this weight off. So let me do that, and we'll put a record on and see what it does. That did not go well. I went to take it off, and the glue literally stayed on this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to fill that hole in. And if it ain't one thing, it's another, ain't it, guys? Alrighty, let's see if a record will play. Maybe I can get that thing off. Nope. I could probably just fill that hole. Can't believe that just happened. I didn't think that glue would have that good bond on it, but it sure did. This better work. Alright, let me get a record put on, guys. Yeah, can you see the hole it left? I thought for sure that would just come right off. I could feel it with something. I gotta sand it, and then I'll fill it. I'll fill it with something. We'll figure something out. Alrighty, guys. Let y'all hear this. I haven't got the surround sound completely fixed. I'm gonna have to go back in. I must have one of the wires. I'll probably have to solder it. That one wire that was giving me problems must be still giving me problems. But we do have one side, and I'm tired. I'm beat. I want to get the video done, and I can get that done at a later date. But it sounds beautiful. These universal needles are great, guys. You just got to do some little tinkering around to, you know, get them to fit sometimes. But this one's a really old record player, so I imagine the newer record players, you wouldn't have much problems at all putting these. And I got two for $6, so you can't beat that. So let's listen to a couple seconds of this, because they'll get me on a copyright, and I don't want another copyright. So here we go. Alright, guys, that's all I can play of it, because I don't want to get a copyright. And I probably still will. Just what was that, 3 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds? I'll probably get a copyright. If anything, I'll pull that off of it. Alrighty, guys. If you all having any record player problems, need a needle, like I was saying, I've already fixed 2 this month, and for $6, you can't beat that. I just wish I didn't break a hole in this arm, but I could do a little sand in there, and I could figure maybe I could put this in there. Maybe I could just drop that in there, and they'll think, whoever buys it thinks, oh, that's what that's for. I don't know. We'll figure something out on that. I really didn't think that glue would really attach. Now, if I wanted the glue to attach that good, do you think it would attach that good? No, it would fall off the next day. That's just my luck. Alright, guys. I hope you all are having a great, great weekend. And you guys stay safe. Also, I want to take a second and thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Every time I see somebody subscribe, it makes me so happy. And I sure appreciate you guys. And I hope that you guys are enjoying my videos. I know some of them aren't very good. Some of them are boring. But I just love sharing with you guys. So, alright, until the next one, I'll see you right here, Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.